Well, they can happen in an instant, and they can be annoying, debilitating, even embarrassing. We're talking about hot flashes, and about 75% of menopausal women in the U.S. experience them. The average onset, 48 years old. 30% of women have them within 3 years of menopause. 50% have them within a year, and 20% have them 4 years after. As for how long a hot flash can last, it ranges from 20 seconds to an hour. But for many, the average single flash can last 3.5 minutes. They can be easy to handle for some. For others, they're embarrassing, annoying, and at times can interfere with your daily life. So for all you women who experience them and everyone else around you when you do, here now are some of what works and what doesn't when it comes to hot flashes.
2 and 4, forward and back.
She stomps, she spins, she do-si-dos, and Teresa Van Devon loves every minute of it.
I'm having a ball.
But dancing became harder for the active 57-year-old when she experienced hot flashes. She would have up to 20 a day.
I was really feeling miserable and uncomfortable.
Teresa isn't alone. About 75% of menopausal women will experience hot flashes. But can you prevent them? Dr. Bonnie McGregor recently discovered an unlikely link between women who had surgery that put them into menopause and children.
The women that had children at the age of 13 had reported fewer hot flash symptoms.
One possible reason is they speculate that they might produce more oxytocin, the love hormone. Some of Dr. Catherine Guthrie's recent studies have looked at remedies that don't work.
There are a lot of things that I think women need to be informed that, what really works and what really doesn't.
She found omega-3 supplements, exercise, and yoga don't relieve hot flashes. But one thing that did work, antidepressants.
We saw improvement in more than half the women.
Teresa participated in a study to test antidepressants for hot flashes. She went from having 20 a day to just a couple a week.
My life changed, just changed. I wasn't miserable. I had a good night's sleep. I was feeling better.
And now, the only thing that's hot on the dance floor is her moves.
Dr. Guthrie says studies have also shown that black cohosh in combination with a multi-botanical supplement does not help hot flashes. Well, something else women have to experience as they get older, a weak bladder. And I know, believe me, hot flashes and bladder issues are not anything we women want to scream from the rooftops about, but they are real problems with real solutions. And someone who knows that all too well is one of your favorite comedians and co-hosts from CBS's The Talk. Sheryl Underwood is one of the 51 million women who experience bladder control issues. And if you watch her daily, you know no topic is off the table. And she joins us now from LA along with urologist Dr. Jennifer Berman to talk about underwareness. Ladies, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Now, Sheryl, first of all, thank you so much. The first time I saw a commercial where you were talking about this, I was like, you go, girl. You actually have a personal experience with this. Tell us your story.
Well, after I had a myomectomy and a partial hysterectomy, I started to suffer the symptoms of bladder leakage. What do you call it, Dr. Berman?
It's urge incontinence, which is basically contraction of the bladder without her control or permission, which can occur following pelvic surgery because it affects the nerves to her bladder.
So here I am, a stand-up comic on stage, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half, flying across country, auditioning. I'm on The Talk 5 days a week. Sometimes production takes multiple hours, 2-3 hours at a time, so I don't want to stop the production, so I needed to find a product that would fit my lifestyle.
And it's important to you, Sheryl, that women feel they're not alone in this, right?
Absolutely. 50 is the new 30 for me. Here we are coming off the fight of the century, and I'm in Las Vegas, watching 12 rounds of boxing, feeling comfortable and fit and secure in my Depend Silhouette Active Fit Brief. And I know a lot of people say, well, why would you tell somebody that? Well, if you see me in photographs with Tyson Beckford at the Chippendale show, or see me standing next to Mark Wahlberg, looking over Jake Gyllenhaal's shoulder, or with Russell Peters, these are all handsome, desirable men. And I want women to feel that they can have full lives and still be out and about. And I just say this is a product for the grown and sexy, and I'm grown and sexy.
And women of all ages I mean, 20 to 85 experience this problem. So at some time in every woman's life, she's going to experience urinary incontinence. 51 million American women, that's 1 in 3. And I mean, Sheryl speaks with fun and candor and humor, but she is talking from the heart, and we really are trying to help women break taboos about an extremely embarrassing topic. There is a lot of shame, there is a lot of taboo, there is a lot of embarrassment talking about, you know, leakage of bodily fluids. So this is really important. We're both really passionate about this and hope to raise awareness.
I think most people don't realize that women in their 20s can experience this. This is not an old woman problem. This is something that can happen to all of us. So that leads me to our next question. What are some of the bladder issues and causes?
Well, the causes in particular for young women is postpartum. After women have babies, the support structures of the bladder and urethra change, and that can lead to what's called stress incontinence, which is leakage of urine when you cough, laugh, sneeze, jump on a trampoline. For me, when I ride horses is when I first noticed it. Urge incontinence is what we talked about, what Sheryl experiences, and people with Parkinson's disease, MS, any neurological condition that affects the bladder. Diabetes is an extremely common problem that can cause urge incontinence. And the issue is that there are treatments available. So if any person is experiencing leakage of urine, you do need to speak to your healthcare professional to make sure there isn't a medical condition going on. But the good news is that there are options, such as Depend, and we just want people to start the conversation and start talking about it.
Okay, Sheryl, I love the name of the campaign, Underwareness. What's the idea behind that?
Yes. Well, I love the fact that it matches my last name. That's what I love, so I can remember. That's right, underwareness.com. And this is the thing, to bring it out of the shadows, to make you feel confident about it. It fits every fashion trend. It comes in 2 different colors. The silhouettes, Active Fit briefs come in beige and black. You can wear it under white slacks as we go into spring. You can wear it under your workout gear or your, you know, clingy jumpsuits. And if you go to underwareness.com, you can get a free sample of Depend Silhouette Active Fit briefs, and for every person who shares a photo or video using the hashtag underwareness, what's going to happen, Dr. Berman?
$1 is donated to research to raise awareness about incontinence. But the thing is that this product is really like underwear. It looks and feels like regular underwear, which is new and different. So the old days of the bulky diaper-like product is of the past, and this is a new trend, and we're really hoping.
If you're dating, if you're married, you can have a great quality of life. And coming off of National Women's Health Week, you know, it starts Mother's Day, right?
Starts Mother's Day, lasts a week, and this is really, you know, urinary incontinence is a huge problem that affects women. So very appropriate for Women's Health Week.
Dr. Berman, Sheryl Underwood.
For the grown and sexy.
Thank you so much. I can't let you go, Sheryl, without asking you about your time on the talk. I want to know who's been your most memorable guest so far.
Oh, you know, I can't name just one. Tim McGraw, Matthew McConaughey. We just had Mark Harmon on the show. You notice I'm naming all the men. This week, Marie Osmond is sitting in, Kelly Osbourne. It's a fabulous, fabulous experience. I thank God for the opportunity to work with Sharon Osbourne, Julie Chen, Aisha Tyler, and Sarah Gilbert. And I'm glad that I can talk to my colleagues about something that most women would have kept secret, that I had bladder leakage issues, and you know, they're just really strong allies, and it's a great opportunity and a great platform.
And we thank you for it. Sheryl Underwood, Dr. Jennifer Berman, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And for more information on the Underwareness campaign or on bladder control issues, go to our website, WBOC.com, click on our picture at the top of the page. Women and men, for that matter, deal with a lot of health issues as we age, but one woman isn't letting anything stop her. She says climbing is climbing, whether it's a steep mountain peak or the corporate ladder to success. She uses the same principles for both. We're going to hear her story. And we're hoping for success in the kitchen today. We learned how to cure salmon. DelmarvaLife, we'll be right back.